What's up? Welcome into Tune In Tuesdays. We have Feel Good Friday on Friday. I will be doing this consistently. I will be delivering value on self-mastery. This is the first episode, I guess, of the new show, Tune In Tuesdays. So expect an episode every Tuesday and every Friday if it's not, or if it hasn't been self-explanatory to you by now. In today's video, we're going to speak about how to find peace and how to wake up with mental clarity. Very important stuff. The reason why it is very important is because this is going to equate to the efficiency of your productivity and achieving your goals and getting outcomes in life. That's what life is all about, achieving outcomes, okay? So I want to be able to assist you with that. I want to give you the cheat codes for that, right? That's the name of this YouTube channel. It's to give you those cheat codes to help you empower your life professionally, personally, and make the most out of it. I sincerely want to help you achieve your destiny. To me, that's very important. I'm not a part of the 9-to-5 lifestyle tradition and, all areas in that space, traditional society-wise. I like to do things a lot differently. I like to experience true freedom, okay? So we're gonna speak a little bit about that today. And again, this video is titled How to Find Inner Peace, okay? The reason why you don't have inner peace, mental peace, or mental clarity is because you're often distracted. You're probably not efficient emotionally, mentally, and things like that. So I learned something from a billionaire, not personally. I overheard this, watching a YouTube video or something like that, or a video on social media by Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk. And they made the you get what I'm trying to say. They created the difference of signal versus noise. Okay. So what that difference is look at your goals and look at the things that you look to obtain as signals, right? And then look at the things that, cloud your mind, cloud your emotions, whether this is people, places, or things, and look at those as distractions. Look at that as noise, okay? So that's the difference between signal and noise, okay? I really want you to understand that. Signal is your goals, your dreams, your visions, and things like that. Noise are the people, places, and things that distract you from your goals, okay? The most important thing for you to achieve right now is your goals, because again, the only way that you're going to be able to experience true freedom is by honoring self. And I'm going to show you how this all ties into mental peace and mental clarity. So, day by day, another reason why you don't have mental peace and mental clarity is because you're not honoring the self. You fall into these distractions, you let the overthinking, you let the ruminating thoughts, you let, the fear of judgment, the fear of rejection, you let all these things cloud your mind and dictate your day. And if it dictates your day, it dictates your reality because it's dictating your identity. What you think is what you become. And so with this taking place day by day, it just breaks you down and it wears you down. And so that's why I really want you to honor signal versus noise, and how you can really define your signal, which I recommend. And I recommend this to all my clients and things like that. The power of writing things down and making it tangible so that you can see it. What we see is what we believe. What we can't see is what we believe. Okay. So write down your goals. So with creating a signal, what you can do very simply is write a few things down. Don't overwhelm yourself, right? That's not the goal. Think about the things that you want to achieve. Think deeply, take your time. There is no rush. Get real with yourself and get honest with yourself and write at least 3 to 5 things down that you hope to achieve. It doesn't matter when, just you want to get yourself started with this exercise on strengthening your signal muscle. Okay, so write down 3 to 5 things that will represent your goals. And this is going to be your signal. And this is how you're going to stay consistent. And this is how you're going to honor self, which is going to ultimately lead to you having mental peace and mental clarity. with those 3 to 5 goals, you're going to pick one. And what you're going to do is reduce it. So for instance, right, say you chose losing weight. All right. One of them was losing weight. One of them was cutting back on sweets, exercising, and not watching TV. Obviously, we don't want to be too extreme because that's why 99% of people lack consistency in the first place. It's too extreme. If you're making $30,000 a year, you can't just jump to making $3 million a year. You can't jump to making 6 figures a year. You have to at least focus on doubling it. Okay. So again, back to the example of, cutting down sugar. Okay. So maybe here's an example, right? So maybe you would say no sweets for a week. Instead of doing that, try 34 grams of sugar a day instead of whatever you're consuming. Or instead of trying to exercise 5 days a week, why don't you focus on, what your ultimate goal is when it comes to working out and minimize it again. So maybe if you're working on chest, working on your arms, maybe for the first week, you just do 25 push-ups a day, 25 chest workouts a day, right? If it was you running, right? Instead of trying to run a mile in a week, excuse me, 2 phones. Instead of you trying to run a mile a week, why don't you try to run half a mile? The point I'm getting at is focus, start small, okay? So write what you really want and start small and focus on priority, right? So whatever the priority is, what you really need to do, focus on those ones first. So again, going back to the example of the 3 to 5 things that you ran down, focus on 2. And again, minimize it, cut it in half. So again, if it's cutting out sugar out of your diet, focus on only consuming 34 grams of sugar a day. If it's exercising, focus on only doing a few reps until you gain momentum, meaning you've been consistent in your small goal for a week. And you rinse and repeat. And along with this is going to come new goals, right? So nothing is wrong with changing your goals and changing what your priority is, because that's what happens sometimes if you haven't been being proficient with your goals and things like that. As new things come up that you realize are more important, and you just do the same thing. Okay. So you just find out what is important and you start small so you can build up momentum and you can build up consistency. You see, so that right there is going to be your signal. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to highlight all the distractions in your life. So what you're going to do is you're going to take account in the week. What are your thoughts? Who are the people holding you back? What are the environments that are putting you in negative vibrations? And you're just going to get real creative and you're going to start cutting people out. You're going to start, again, focusing on your signal. Again, you're going to go to maybe environments that empower you. And if you don't have this option, then you're just going to strengthen your focus muscle a lot more efficiently because you don't have the option to leave. And all you have to do is focus on your signal. Okay. So that's the most important thing here when we're talking about finding mental peace and mental clarity. All it is honoring yourself, honoring the things that you want and you need, and you need to do, and strengthening your focus muscle. How? By following your signal and not falling into the noise. Okay. So that is Tune In Tuesday. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm going to be dropping videos, obviously, consistently on Tuesdays and Fridays once again. So tune in to Feel Good Friday for another great video, another helpful video. Hopefully it was helpful. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.